Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be teaching us how to make this pinafore bustier dress. So it's made up of an off-shoulder bustier and a long pencil skirt. So let's get started. Now to start off, we'll start with the bodice, and I have done a detailed tutorial on how to draft a basic bodice. It's available on our website and also on the channel here. So I'll be dropping the links to the previous tutorials I've done on the basic bodice pattern. So we'll start working from the front. So first thing first, the neckline is very high. It's high. You could alter yours if you want to. So from the shoulder line, coming down by 5 or 6 inches, okay, from the shoulder line. So I'll just mark it there. Then the line that divides the shoulder, okay, I'll go by, I'll still come down by 5 or 6 inches too. So I'm going to connect it together. Now whatever you use for the neckline, use the same thing. So if you're using 5, you use 5 on both lines. If you're using 6, use 6 on both sides. Okay. Then I'll use my French curve to link that point to my armhole like that. Okay. So don't forget it's a pinafore. Okay. Now next thing, because it's an off shoulder, I'll be tightening here by marking 3/4 of an inch on both sides of that line. Then I'll blend it back to my, the line that divides the shoulder line, okay, into two, like that. So you can see that I'll just shade the unwanted part there, okay. And then what I want to do right now is optional. You could actually mark out your straps, that's the spaghetti straps from the pattern, or you can cut out the stripes later and attach it directly, whichever one works for you. Okay, so you can mark the straps directly like I've said here, and cut out the pattern, as in the straps from the pattern, or better still, you can just measure the length from there and then cut it out later. So now I'll be, cutting out my front pattern. So here, first thing, I'll cut out the waistline. That's the excess on the waist. I'll cut out the dart on the waist also. Then I'll close my bust dart with my masking tape, like so. Then I'll through the sides, and then I'll also cut out the excess on my side like so, and the armhole. Then I'll fold the darts I have there, just in case I need to through it. Okay, so you also need to through that part, and then I'll just trim out the unwanted part. So these are the two front pieces. Then we'll go to the back. For the back, it's pretty simple. Okay, so now I'm also going to come down by 5 or 6 inches from the shoulder line. Okay, I actually used 5 inches. Then I'll use my French curve to link that point to the armhole, okay, like that. And then I'll trim off the unwanted parts, and I'll transfer all of this to my fabric. So this is the front pattern here. I'll transfer it to my fabric and my lining. I added interfacing to the fabric. Then I didn't part this dress just because I didn't want it to have this native look. Okay, so I didn't add any wording. I just added interfacing. So now I'll go ahead and join all the front pieces together. Fabric separate, lining separate. And then of course, this is my back piece. These are my two back pieces here, okay. Fabric separate from lining. I also added interfacing to my fabric just to give it some stability and weight, okay. So let me just bring the back pattern to show us what it looks like. So this is my back pattern here, okay. So what I'll do now is I will go and sew my dart on the back bodice and join the front bodice. So here I've sewn my dart on the back bodice. Okay, same thing on my lining. I've also joined my front bodice together. Now for my pencil skirts, okay, I've already sewn my pencil skirt down. So this is the front of my pencil skirts here. So I'll just join it to my front bodice. So if you're on this group and you don't know how to draft a pencil skirt, you can say that in the comment section. I could just do a tutorial on how to draft a simple pencil skirt. Okay, then this is my back, the two back pieces for my pencil skirt here. It's a long skirt actually, so you can make yours short if you want to. So this is it here. I will also add the bodice to it, okay, separately. And mind you, I have my lining already cut out for all of this. Okay guys, so I've already joined the bodice to the skirts. This is the front, okay, and my back piece is also ready. Okay, so like I said, I didn't pad this dress. I don't really like the idea of padding, especially because I want to wear it as an English, wear. So I didn't pad. So this is the back pattern here. So next step, I'll be joining the front and back together at the sides. Okay, so I'm doing fabric separate, lining separate. Now before I go ahead to do that, I want to make my loop. So I've already sewn this. This is 1.5 inch on fold. I ran the stitch all the way down on the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, so this is going to be my strap for the spaghetti. Now I'll be using a loop turner to turn my strap to the right side. So you can see the edge of the loop turner and the strap is on the wrong side. So I'll just put this inward like this. Then I'll use that sharp edge to pick the edge of the fabric like so. And then I will push it in and start to pull, to move the fabric upwards until I'm able to pull out, the fabric on the other side. So here is it here. I'm trying to pull out the fabric, to get out the edge I picked. Okay, so here is it here. This is it here. I've already pulled it out. Yeah. So this is it. So my strap is ready, and I'll be making 2 of this, and I'll give it a very good press. So my 2 straps are ready. Okay. So I will place my strap on the front part of the dress. Okay, so here I'm trying to open up the back pattern because, like I said before, now we're going to join the side seam first. I just wanted to prep the strap before we start sewing. So I'll go ahead and sew the side seam. Okay, lining separate, fabric separate. So you can see that I've joined my dress. I've joined it at the sides. Okay, so I have lining separate and my fabric separate, like so. Now I would position my straps, on the bodice when I have the joining of the bustier. So I'll put the first strap here. I'll use my pin to hold it down. Then of course I'll put the second strap where you have the joining, okay, of the bustier there. Then I'm going to place my lining on top, right side facing the right side of the dress. Okay, I'll pin it down. Now for the length of the straps, okay, you can just measure from your pattern, from where the bustier stops to the shoulder line. It will give you an idea of how long the strap is going to be. Okay, so I'm just going to pin down. I'll pin it down like so. So make sure you pin so that everything is well arranged and all. So I'll go ahead and sew with 1/2 inch seam allowance. Then we'll still need to fix the strap at the back. Okay, so before I go ahead to go and sew, okay, I'll just pick the strap to fix at the back, or I'm trying to see which one will be better for us to understand. Okay, let's just fix it directly. So you pick the strap on the back there, okay, and then you pin it where the dart on the back pattern ends. So I'll just split my lining like this and pin. Meanwhile, I'll trim off the excess on the strap. Yeah, so this is the strap here. I'll also place my lining on top. Then I'll sew with 1/2 inch around the back into the armhole and all of that. So let me sew and come and show us. Okay guys, so after sewing, this is what I'm going to have here. You can see the dress is almost done. The inside is very neat. So now I'll go ahead and turn the hemline of my dress. Okay, then I would also sew my center back, leaving the allowance for my zipper. Then I also create an allowance for my slits. So I'll just measure the length of my dress from the shoulder to where I want my slit to stop. So I want my slit to stop somewhere around my knee line. You mark that, and then so the slit will be open all the way down. So let me just do that and show us. Okay guys, so this is the skirt here. You can see the slits, and I've also fixed the zipper already. Okay, this is it here. Actually, this tutorial is not for beginners, it's for people that already know how to sew. So that's it. It's a very easy DIY, but definitely not for beginners. And this is the outcome of the dress. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Do have a nice day.